Hello, I'm Marsha McCray, your Living Intentionally coach. Thank you for joining me on the Living Intentionally YouTube page. I am delighted, honored, and pleased to be able to talk to you on this platform. Thank you for those who have subscribed, and for those who haven't, I need your help. Please subscribe to this YouTube page. In addition to subscribing, I'm going to ask that you hit the bell. That bell will give you an indication when there are new uploaded videos so you can join me once again. Thank you. Once again, I'm your Living Intentionally coach, Marsha, and we are going to talk about a topic that is absolutely necessary. If you have watched the previous YouTube videos from Living Intentionally, you'll notice that in addition to textbook, I give you real life. So much of this is testimonial, and I share with you what I know to be true. I don't share with you what I think about, read about. I'm sharing with you what has really happened because I know how it feels. I know the excitement and I know the disappointment. So thank you for allowing me to take you on this journey of self-discovery. I am an author. My book is Living Intentionally Daily Devotional, The Purposeful Seasons of Your Life. So if you need to contact me for any reason, send me an email. My email is livingintentionallycoach@gmail.com. My websites are marshamccray.com and bookmarshamccray.com. I'm the visionary's visionary, and I am here to help you be the best that you can be. So let's go ahead and get into our topic today. The topic title is It's Time to Go. Yeah, it's time to go. Whenever we are where we want to be, or when we are comfortable, we don't want to leave that space. When we're comfortable, when we are familiar with where we are, we don't want to switch things up. We know the ropes. We know how things operate, and that's a really safe place for us. But if you're not careful, staying in that safe, comfortable place will almost destroy you. It may not destroy you physically with like harm or pain, but it will destroy your potential. You can't do what you're supposed to do as long as you are comfortable where you've been. We are supposed to evolve. We're supposed to progress. We're supposed to be stretched, and we're supposed to want more. Unfortunately, when we become so stuck with where we are, we kind of cancel out ourselves as far as evolving and wanting more. We gain a fear of doing anything. So we only go where we're kind of comfortable at. We only visit, we only explore, we only try just little things, and we never just really stretch ourselves out. We may say all day long we have the faith to do this and we have the faith to do that, when some people don't even have the faith to try a new restaurant. Yeah, they don't have the faith to go on the interstate and go in a different direction or visit a city that does not have family in it. We are limiting ourselves, our exposures, and our future because we just won't try anything else. So it's time to go. Something happened to me around almost 25 years ago. I was in a city where I was so comfortable. I was so pleased. There was no traffic. There was not even a highway, and I was happy there. I was delighted to be there. I was there all throughout college. After I graduated, I stayed there and I worked, and I just had a blast. I was almost living like a glorified college student, but with a real job. But then something happened. Life became abruptly difficult. I was spoken to really sternly by someone I admired so much. The conversation was mean-spirited. It was awful. And I was so shocked that this happened just out of the blue for no reason about something that didn't even pertain to me. That was the indication that perhaps I'm where I'm not supposed to be. Not only just in that location of that job, I wasn't supposed to be in that city any longer. And there were a few other things that almost happened back to back to just take my breath away. I was just left stuck and in awe of all that was happening that was disrupting my present. Nothing was working out. Where I was going to have to leave for my sanity. And then one day, an angel called me and gave me some instructions. This young lady called and told me something she saw from my life that I would have never seen for myself. Being that I was at a low point at my life at that time, God still always had his hand of protection over me. Let me just indicate that. I just said, okay, I'll go ahead and try with your suggestion. So I went to a job interview, and that job interview was send me across 5 different states in a totally different direction, in a place where I didn't have any family and I didn't know anyone. But one thing I did know is that I was going to be okay. There's nothing fun about being stretched or elongated. The process of just stretching alone is it's not pleasant. Every morning I run at the gym and I weight train at the gym every day. And I'm stretching before I begin my run. And it does not feel good. I don't look forward to stretching at all. But I do know that it helps me overall. It helps me, it helps my endurance. It helps prevent injury. It helps me be able to keep my form, and it allows me to be in tune with my body. Stretching, but it's not fun. It doesn't even feel good. At the very end, once my flexibility has, come back after a great night's sleep, then I'm grateful. But in the beginning, nothing is fun about being stretched. Maybe you are being stretched at this very moment. Maybe you have come to a point where you realize you have outgrown where you are. You find yourself frustrated when people are talking to you because you feel like, how could they say such a thing? It's like you cannot even tolerate the mind frame of certain people that are around you. Maybe you're disgusted with your surroundings. Maybe you want to see more. Maybe you want to do more. Maybe you have really accepted that this globe is so big that you cannot be just in the prison of so many miles of your city or your town. It's okay to outgrow your situation. It's okay to outgrow your present. Allow yourself to grow. Change your own pot. If you're getting a plant and, we always get in the small little planter. And then as it's growing, the roots are growing and you have to repot it so that it can grow bigger. But then it also needs to be changed after that because the roots are still growing and it has to be transported yet again. Perhaps you are in that pot. Maybe you've been already changed to another pot where your roots have grown. And now you may need to be replaced in something bigger so you can spread out and do more. Whatever it may be, do not be afraid to do more. Do not be afraid to go. Do not be afraid to try new things. Do not be afraid to meet people that are of a different religion than you, or look different than you, or may even have a different way of thinking. Expand the way you think. Expose yourself to new cultures. Expand your palette. There's so much to learn, and there's such a great fulfillment in life when you have these experiences. Refuse to go other places in Miami and Vegas and to your cousin's house for vacation. Just get a stamp on that passport. Try someplace other than Cancun. Go somewhere. Go to another continent. There's so many different ways that you can go. There's so many ways where you can learn more. The best times that I've ever had in my life, I did them alone. It's when I got in the car and I drove to a location that I'd never been to, a different state by myself. Was I a little nervous? Yes, but don't let that stop you. The best times I've had in my life is when I've gone to events, major events, by myself. It's something about going places alone. And I'm not in no way condoning not being safe and not being aware of your surroundings. That goes without saying. But you cannot limit your exposure based on someone else's schedule and their budget. Think about it. Whenever we want to go somewhere, everybody's like, I'm going to. Yes, girl, we're all going together. The closer it gets to the deadline of going, people start falling off and changing their minds. And then before long, you're discouraged because you don't have anyone to go with you. Guess what? You can go alone. I have a great friend. She lives in the Washington, D.C. area. She has traveled the globe alone. She talks about the Northern Lights and the beautiful sights of Greece. She tells me about the wine and the food in Italy. There's so many great things she has experienced because she was not willing to be on someone else's schedule and budget. It's time to go. When are you going? That's the question. When are you going? Determine a time, determine a month and a year, and do it. Be true to you. Keep your own word. Save little here and there. Save per month. Get a part-time job. Turn off something. Cancel a service. Intentionally make sure you're exposed to more. Intentionally go. It's time to go. And when you go and when you return, you will return back better. Thank you for listening to today's message from the Living Intentionally YouTube page. I am your life coach, Marsha McCray. Thank you once again. Please subscribe to this YouTube page. Increase these numbers, and I can only do so with your help. In addition to your subscription and subscribing, please hit the bell. By hitting the bell, you will be able to be notified when there's new uploads. Now, I get emails all the time. If there's a particular topic that's near and dear to your heart, please contact me. My email address is livingintentionallycoach@gmail.com. And by emailing me, you're going to just share with me things that you would like to talk about, different topics, and then I'll be sure to address them. And I read each and every email address. My website is marciamccray.com, and there you can order Living Intentionally Daily Devotional, The Purposeful Seasons of Your Life. This is that book, that bestseller that you're going to love. And if you need to book my services, book marciamccray.com. I am your life coach. I'm your visionary. Thank you again for watching this episode, and I cannot wait to share more information with you in the future. God bless. Goodbye. Shalom.